From everything I've seen on Battlefield 2042, I really believe that this game was supposed to be a battle royale and then was changed into this. Now, this isn't the first time somebody's talked about this, but it is the first time I've noticed and experienced it and kind of seen it for myself. Like, the first thing is there's specialists in the game, right? And I think to Apex. Now, I haven't played Apex or Warzone a lot, either of those games. I haven't really played them a lot, but specialists kind of reminds me of Apex because they have gadgets. They call them gadgets. There's 4 types of specialists. You have the Assault, Engineer, Recon, and Support. You're stuck in a 4-player squad all the time. That means you can only play with 3 other random players or only 3 friends, because you actually cannot search a server and play with like multiple groups of your friends. You can only pick 3 of them and play in a squad, which I feel like is very limiting compared to how previous Battlefield games played. There's also a big emphasis on wingsuits. I know that doesn't really mean a lot, but I mean, I'm just thinking like, that Apex flying in style, you have the same kind of gameplay mechanic in Battlefield with how you can just fly with a wingsuit. At least it's on the one specialist, but even when you have any of the other characters, when you're falling, like if you fall long enough in a higher distance, you can sort of kind of like wingsuit through the air, just you don't have a wingsuit, you just gotta pull out a parachute at the last second. And I feel like that could have contributed very much to being a battle royale kind of a mechanic in the game. There's also the question of how many weapons there are in the game. There's barely any weapons in this game. There's like 3 or 4 of each kind, which I feel like is very, very limiting for a game that they wanted to focus on entirely on multiplayer and the combat, which they only have Conquest, Breakthrough, and the Hazard Zone. And the fact that you can't browse servers like you could in previous Battlefields is very questionable to me. Also the fact that you can't see the scoreboard. You can only see your squad's performance. You can only see when somebody on your squad gets killed or you or someone in your squad dies. That's the only notifications you see on the left side of the screen. It's really weird, and I know they had this in the previous game, I recall, but it's just like, why are we looking at how our squad ranked compared to other squads when we don't even know what the other squads actually did? Like, why is this a huge feature? Who cares what the other squads did, dude? Like, I feel like this is completely like the wrong focus to be going for a Battlefield game. I'd be more interested to see a scoreboard to see who like the top 10 people are individually. I don't care about like the squad number 1. I don't even know who squad number 1 was. And I'm sure you guys probably noticed that there's a lot of things that seem like it's really like rushed, or the decision wasn't really it wasn't original. It feels like it was like something, it was a BR game, and somewhere along the time they changed it completely to try turn it into a new concept, but they try to keep everything that they had because they didn't want to waste their work or something. I don't know, it just, a lot of the stuff just seems very simple. Like if you look at all the weapon unlocks, the skin unlocks, the charms, attachments, everything is either reached this level, which is pretty easy, and then you have the weapons and the skins and the charms where it's like, just get a certain amount of kills with this gun, which you can actually do with the bots, which is like, what? I can just go to play bot games and just go farm like 50 kills easy, like, all right, that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is that it's very like basic and simple and unimaginative. There's no originality. It feels like it was just thrown together because shit, we need something for the players to do, like it's not entirely put together. I feel like there's a lot of missing pieces and it's kind of just like duct taped all together. The only substantial thing that I see in this game is the portal mode, the portal feature, which I feel like should have been its own game. You didn't have to make it alongside Battlefield 2042, because portal mode goes above and beyond what Battlefield 2042 actually represents, and I feel like it really could have just been its own thing and it would have been successful on its own. But I feel like now they just kind of added it here to make Battlefield 2042 not feel so empty or like simple and plain. I don't know, maybe everybody else is like enjoying it. I know a lot of people are also like not enjoying it, but from my opinion inside, I have been enjoying the game, but I do feel like it's going to get old pretty quickly because there's only 7 maps. There's not a huge variety of game modes. The only thing I see substantially keeping players for a long time is portal mode, as I mentioned before, which I feel like could have been its own game as well. And that's really all I have to say today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your opinions in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching this video.